Hello, coily friends. Welcome to DIY with the Type 4 expert. So today we are talking about your porosity. Do you know your hair porosity? Do you even know how to test for your hair porosity? Is it important? And what simple steps can you do to know your hair porosity? All right, so before we get into that, I want to ask you, do you apply products to your hair and after like hours you tap your hair and you realize that you have oils or the products all over your fingers? Your hair feels really crunchy, or you apply the products to your hair and after a few hours, oh my goodness, my hair is so dry. Yeah, do you ever get that kind of feeling? Well, it's a common feeling among people like us with this beautiful coils. So, what is hair porosity? Hair porosity is the ability of your hair to absorb and retain moisture. The next question is, how important is hair porosity? When you know your hair porosity, you are able to choose the right ingredients for your hair, whether to go for heavy butters or light oils. When you know your hair porosity, you're able to build your hair care regimen based on the type of porosity you have or how your hair absorb and retain moisture. It also helps you to avoid unnecessary breakage because you're able to figure out how to layer products that wouldn't cause buildup but then give you maximum moisture and hydration. If you want to learn more about porosity and the science behind it, I would entreat you to visit my blog. I have the link in the description button. I've written a beautiful blog explaining how you can test it, what it means for you when you have low porosity, high porosity, or medium porosity hair type. If you're enjoying the conversation so far, please hit the subscription button. So the question is, how do we test it? To test, we just need a glass of water, room temperature water, and just clean strand of my hair. So you can see it here, right? So this is like really clean strand of my hair. So what I'm going to do is to drop it in here and wait for about 3 to 5 minutes. So while we wait for our test to work, let me explain this to you. So if my strand of hair stays on top of the water at the end of the 5 minutes, it means that I have low porosity hair. And low porosity hair means that my hair, it takes time for moisture to get into my hair. However, when I'm able to get the right products for moisture to get into my hair, it takes a long time for the moisture to evaporate or for me to lose moisture, right? So if my hair sinks to the bottom at the end of the test, that means I have high porosity hair. And for high porosity hair, it means that moisture quickly enters my hair and then it comes out as quick, right? So I gain moisture, I lose moisture easily. And if my hair takes like the longest time to sink or it gets to the middle, it takes its sweet time to sink, it means that it is medium porosity, or what it's referred to as normal porosity. It means that the rate at which my hair absorb and retain moisture or loses moisture is on the average level, and that is considered like the best porosity. However, I think it all depends on how you treat your hair when you actually know your porosity. So this particular test is dear to my heart because a lot of people just go to the beauty store, they pick out products. Oh, I heard this influencer said this. This is good. They pick it out. I heard it, this product works great for coily hair. However, they don't take into account the porosity of their hair. If you know your porosity, you get to check the ingredients list. For example, for low porosity hair, you would know that you need lighter oils that can easily penetrate into your hair strands, right? So you are going for rice bran oil, one of my favorites. You are going for triglycerides, like lighter almond oil, lighter oils, right? However, if you have your hair is high porosity, you would learn that you have to go for heavier oils because or butters because your hair, gets in there and then moisture gets in there and you loses it as quick. And so you would need to know how to layer it. Perhaps you are layering, your first layer is an oil that easily absorbs, and then you coat it up with something that seals in the moisture pretty well, right? So that's how important test is. Let's go back to our test to see what happens. So we have it here. Okay. My strand is still up there. See, this is my hair and I know it. Trust me, I can leave this here till tomorrow, till the next 3 weeks, to the next year, and my hair is still going to float. I am low porosity. Maximum. I take it. And since I have come to know my hair, it's been so easy for me to, maintain moisture, especially since relocating to Canada with a dry winter and all of that. People keep asking me, how do you do it? How do you maintain your moisture? How do you keep your hair moisturized? Because I know my porosity and I make products based on my porosity, right? So, what next can I tell you about porosity? Okay, let me give you expert tip. So one expert tip I would give you is that when you're doing your porosity test, you can take strands from different parts of your hair to check just to make sure that sometimes you can have, low porosity here, high porosity there, sometimes with damaged hair, so you have to check to know, if your all the strands on your hair have the same porosity, right? So that's just it. You need to try this out, test it. Let me know. Let's do the porosity challenge, something like that. Let me know. Or if you know your porosity already, you can drop it in the comments section. Or if you don't know your porosity and you have questions about your porosity, please let me know. I'm all here for you, right? Okay, so then again, if you want to learn more about porosity, in the description section, I have a link there to my blog post. And don't forget to subscribe to the Type 4 Expert for expert tips for your coily hair. So for my next video, I want to talk about how to treat each porosity into details. What do you guys think? Should I start with low porosity, high porosity, medium porosity? Let me know. Should I go into details on how to care for each porosity hair type? Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the subscription button for all things coily hair. Until then, I will always be your what type 4 expert.